Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Capricorn for the month of April. Now, it is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. And if not, check back with me in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. So going right to the heart of the reading, we have the Ghost card here. The Ghost card, the Ten of Wisdom, and the Three of Swords. So the Ghost is about what haunts you. It can be being overwhelmed by memories and emotions regarding the situation of the Ten of Wisdom. So this has to do with home and family, commitment. Something has disrupted the peace and the harmony in this home and has brought you or put you in the energy of the Three of Swords. And so you find yourself in the position of the Two of Swords, the Hierophant crossing the Ten of Coins is crossing, and that's what we have here. So this is your challenge that you're facing, is this whether or not there is still or whether or not that you could keep that family unit together, whether it is over or not, basically. And you're questioning perhaps your beliefs. You have a decision to make on this relationship. If it is not you, it is the other person. It feels like a period of reflection where one is looking over the details of a situation, of a disruption that has happened, where somebody is being called to account for their actions. Somebody could be simply asking a lot of questions. Somebody could have had a one-night stand, an affair, have taken a lover here with this card. There are hidden feelings, emotions. Maybe you're trying to keep a control over your emotions, I feel, as everything, because everything else is feeling out of control. And you're just trying to keep your emotions under control. The Wheel of Fortune's in the reverse, telling me that there's a lot of confusion surrounding this decision that you need to make. It feels like things just went out of control. And it's like we have when it's upright, you see you have a bat on top and one on bottom. And it feels like you're at the bottom, just kind of holding on for dear life. Because it is in the reverse, you know. So it's like suddenly this took a turn for the worse. There was a discussion, or something was said at a discussion. There could have been a confrontation about somebody's actions, okay, or about somebody cheating, if that were the case, because I do have the Two of Wisdom, which talks about cheating, bringing somebody being called to account, and I also have the Knight of Shields, which can be a one-night stand, okay. Yeah. So there was a conversation that took place. I think that you tried, if this is you who's wanting to save the relationship, who's asking all these questions, of the other. It's like you're trying to remain calm, because again, I get that sense like it's almost like the carpet was just like pulled out from under you. It's like you feel like you have no control. Something was said here at this meeting or confrontation that made you feel like whatever was happening, you were unable to control anything here, unable to restore the order. And so on this marriage or contract, or like a marriage, on this union, we have the Lovers. It is in the upright, telling me that at least for one of you, there's still a connection here. But it is, in effect, about an emotional decision, I feel. It speaks to a difficult choice that needs to be made surrounding this connection. It can indicate that there is a lot of strife in the relationship right now, and you are most likely examining the underlying causes, maybe even revisiting easier times, or revisiting the beginning, like why you actually fell in love, what you actually saw in that person. You would be going over these things in your mind. It's like a period of assessment, assessing the foundation of this relationship. And so we have you looking at the details. And maybe you're looking at the details of a conversation that you've not yet had. This could be related to this or totally unrelated, depending if you've had this conversation yet or not. If you have, then this is a completely different one that will take place. Going into this meeting, you should be paying attention to the tiniest of details. You should first and foremost be aware of the fine print in all the areas of your life, but be aware that what you need to know lies in those details. And so you can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language of the other person, okay? Or their offhand remarks, fleeting facial expressions. These are things that will reveal the larger picture for you. The Nine of Swords and the Two of Wands in reverse. So the Two of Wands is that in the reverse, I feel you are investigating this situation. Maybe looking, there's a need here to look at your options before proceeding, okay? Assessing the reasons perhaps that you would have for trying to recuperate this, or in just walking away from it. This card would speak to anxiety or apprehension about or over a decision that is considered to be quite daunting. Nine of Swords. You can be resistant to this energy. You can be obsessively thinking and worrying about it, because let's remember here, for someone, there's still feeling a connection. As difficult as the Nine of Swords can be, there is an understanding with the swords that it is simply a perception, and that if you turn on the light of understanding, your fears will dissipate. Although our perception is our reality, we can change our perception by calming our minds, thus changing the reality. There's a decision you need to make, and you are overthinking it. You also have the Peacock at the bottom of the deck. This is being watchful, which, is what you're doing. It's about assessing what needs to be shed in your life, which all makes sense with what is happening here. Your overall energy, this deck is major arcanas only. And your overall energy is the Death card here. It is in the upright. So it speaks to a relationship that draws to a close. But if you examine the past months, or even years, and you are in this reflection, you are doing this, you are going back to the beginning, remember? That's what I felt, was somebody going right back to the beginning, to the reasons you fell in love, pouring over all of these details. This is it. So, if you examine the past months, or even years, you might discover that the signs were really there all along. That this decline, or the Spirit is telling you that this decline is meant to be. As you are ready to grow in love with a partner who is in harmony with who you are now, rather than the person that you used to be. So it comes with strength, who is at the bottom of the deck. And so what I feel is, I feel that your patience may have been tested by someone, although you have done well to keep it under control and to not show these emotions, to not how would I say that, to not add to the drama, hoping to be able to regain control, which it's like it wasn't meant to be here. And it's like there's a realization that going back, there were signs, and it's so, with this strength being in reverse, it's like something, it's like the strength you felt towards trying to recover this. It's like it crumbles in the face of truth and awareness. But understand that this is difficult, yes. Okay, but understand that laying these past, these, so to speak, bones to rest opens you up to new love for someone, like the death card was saying, someone more in harmony with who you are now, because you have changed so much. You're not the same person you were back here, and neither are they, when you initially fell in love or initially became a couple. And if you look really closely at the details, you will see that the signs were there all along. This was meant to be. And after the dust settles, there will be someone coming in who is more in harmony with who you are now. Whether you are willing to see that or not, that is what these cards are saying. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.